All right, good morning. Welcome to another chilly and cold morning out here in Southern California, my wonderful backyard. Um, I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know how long I can stay out here. It's pretty cold. It's like 30 something degrees. It's roughly almost 9 a.m. Got some sun on the bird feeders. Got a little finch over here on the wall. Most of them flew away when I first got out here, because of course they did. And if you didn't see my last video, check that out, because you know how much I love standing next to this one specific tree. It's a very nice tree. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get a couple photos. I was able to get a different viewpoint in one of my previous attempts out here. I'm gonna try and get some photos. I had a different vantage point the other day that I was trying out. I was actually laying on the ground inside my house and shooting some photos at ground level, and I'll see if I can pop some of those in here that I had. It was actually a nice change of pace than just the one angle I've been getting this way, or from kind of where you are, the angle going that way. Also, our neighbor decided to trim up and clean up his rose bushes. Roses are starting to die, they're not really in season, and although the bush looks good, a lot of the birds, as you know from my previous photos, they would land in that tree, in that bush. It'd have a really nice background with a couple of the colors from the roses themselves. So I'm a little bummed that he trimmed it up, but for now, I'm just gonna try and pay attention to hopefully the next set of birds that comes over here. And this one guy's being pretty cool. He's chilling here and he's not scared of me, um, which is nice because most of them fly away the second I get outside of my house. Let's see if we can. I like to get like a side profile because their beaks on most of these finches are nice, like orange color. And so it gives a little bit of pop when the rest of their body is just kind of more of a tan, gray, dark brown. It's all kind of monochromatic in a way. So it's really nice to get a nice pop of color on some of these photos. And I've been able to get some of them in flight lately. It is more difficult. I have been, the more I get invested into bird photography and stuff like that, I've been looking at potentially picking up a new one, trading this one in, picking up a new camera body. It's probably overkill, but if I continue down the path that I am with wildlife and bird photography, I kind of want to invest in a camera that can do absolutely anything and everything and gives me room to grow in. I know it's not always the gear, but having a camera that's got pre-capture on, which is a newer feature that Sony and a couple other camera manufacturers, Canon, Nikon, they've been trying to release these features to help people, more specifically with birds and wildlife or sports. And the pre-capture will allow you to press and hold the shutter button down just like halfway, like you would if you were to focus in your camera. And then it is recording those frames beforehand. So with the Sony A7CR III, that's the camera body I was kind of looking at, that can shoot 120 frames per second, which is pretty overkill to be honest, but you can ratchet that down to 60, 30, and make it more manageable because you can just crank through 10,000 photos in an afternoon pretty easily doing that. But by holding that shutter button down, it will record up to, I think, a half second or a little bit less before you actually press the shutter to take your photos, which is great because sometimes with birds, no matter how good you are, it's hard to judge when they're going to fly and take off and, dive down. Their movements are just so fast. And so that A7CR III with pre-capture, and again, they have other cameras, the A1, 2, a lot of their higher level pro cameras have this pre-capture and more cameras are coming out with it. So that's a really cool feature that my camera doesn't have that one does. So I've been looking into that a little bit, but for now, I think I'm going to wait for about 6 months or so, save up some money, keep shooting with this, and then look at potentially investing in that and trading this camera in or selling this one to put towards that one. And of course, I'll probably get it used. I've been buying a lot of gear. This whole kit I have here, my A7CR, my Sigma 150 to 600, this kit was actually purchased on the website MPB. Not sponsored, obviously, because I have no followers and I don't get sponsors. But this kit was a culmination of me trading in my A7 III back that I had a couple years ago and then picking up the camera body and the lens, and I believe I traded in one other lens as well. I think it was a Sigma 50mm, and it's been great. MPB has been great. I haven't had any issues with the camera. It was in really good condition. You know, I've put a little bit of minor scuffs on it. I think just normal wear and tear. I think that was a hummingbird. Hummingbirds do not like the bird feed that we got for them. I got to get the powder back. It was a powder you mix with water. They really loved that. Also, honestly, I don't know if they're in season, like if they're even around right now, or if they migrated somewhere else. But I kind of want to get some more hummingbird photos. I've only gotten a few here and there. So far this morning, it's pretty quiet. They know I'm here, and so they're hiding. They've also been kind of posted up in this area off to the side, on the other side of my yard. I'll move the camera and head over there in a second, but they've been kind of posted up in this huge bamboo wall that my neighbor has that he doesn't cut or take care of and maintain, which is a frustration of mine. Super invasive plant, grows so fast, but it has lended itself to a few good photos that I took, I think maybe in my last video. If not, I'll post those videos up again. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning, a little chilly, but can't complain. It's a beautiful day, sun's out. I'm just looking around to see if I can find some birds in the palms or hiding in that bamboo. But let me flip the camera around. I'll go over there, and by the time I go over there, there'll be more birds over here, and they'll come back, and then I'll see if I can get some more photos. All right, so here's that bamboo wall I was talking about. There's been a couple birds hiding in this orange tree from time to time. They don't seem to be here right now. I think my white beanie and non-camouflage is pretty noticeable, to say the least, for a lot of these birds. So it makes them pretty skittish. But like I said, the second I move from over in the corner, come over here, there's always some birds just posted up in that corner again. And if you're wondering why I'm whispering a little bit, it's because my wife is still sleeping and our window is right here. So I don't want to wake her. These microphones that I have been great. They allow me to get that good quality sound to you while also not having to yell, and I can be further away from the camera. So just a little bit crisper. Let me know what you think about them. I think it's pretty good so far. Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, it always sucks when I come out here and I have a chance to get good photos and they just fly away every time. You know, it's all about patience, which I'm learning to get better at. Just practice. Gotta practice and get better at shooting photos, get better at timing them. Yeah, beautiful morning. Again, I can't state that enough. Sunrise was nice. I was up early. My dog got me up. She's on a strict schedule of like 5:30 or 6. She wants you up. She wants to get fed. She wants to go outside. And then she's back to bed. So she's pretty great. I'm going to head back over there, maybe hide off to the side a little bit and see if I can get some more photos of these birds in that corner where the bird feeders are, because they're definitely going to be hungry this morning. And I just saw a shadow of a bird, I think, somewhere. Speaking of that, I did hear the barn owl. So I had a barn owl in my backyard posted up in the palm trees months ago. And I came home one night and it was just sitting there. I walked out, I let my dog out in the backyard, and it didn't move. And I'll insert those photos into this as well. And that was amazing. I've yet to see it again because I have killed off and captured all of the rats that my neighbor had because he leaves his trash cans open and just dumps a bunch of stuff. And I captured and ended up killing all of those rats, but that took away the owl's food. So I feel kind of bad. But at the same time, I wasn't happy with the rats, how many there were running around my yard and across this cinder block wall. So I had to take matters into my own hands and get rid of them. I did a good job, but now I don't have an owl coming back too much. So the reason I said that is because last night I woke up in the middle of the night hearing the owl, and I didn't get up and come out and try to take photos. I was way too tired. I've been fighting a sickness going around, so today's one of these days that I feel pretty good, and I'm willing to come out here and brace the cold a little bit before I head back inside and warm myself up, maybe edit some photos if I got any good ones, and then edit this video. Enough talking, I'm gonna head back over there and see if we can get some photos of these birds. Alright, so it seems like they're coming back. I'm gonna stand here pretty much in the sun. Hopefully it can warm me up a little bit. And I want to try and get some more photos. I just snapped a few of them. They just jumped off, flew off that wall. And I think they're trying to get some food right now that kind of falls over on the other side. So hopefully they come back here and try to get some more food. I just refilled them yesterday, so I think it might take them some time to get the smell and know that they're locked and loaded with some full seed. Both bird feeders filled to the top, or as tall as we can get it. And they've been chowing down, I'll tell you what. The bird feeder, the new one, is pretty massive. I would say it's about double the size, if not a little bit more, than the one that we had before. Just the single silver one. And within, I'd say, a 3-day period, they were able to just eat through that. And the pool pump's coming on, which means you're going to hear some water falling. And I don't know if you're going to hear the pool pump. It's pretty quiet, but sometimes it can be loud. So I'm hoping they come back here. They were all chilling for a second. Alright, we got a little finch here. Histogram's looking okay. Oh, the other one's back too. Yes. I don't want to lay on the dirt. Oh, they got another one. Alright, they're getting comfortable. They know that I'm staying in one spot. Oh, that one's on the bird feeder. My problem is the bird feeder is not photogenic. It does not look great. So my biggest thing is trying to capture a lot of these birds in flight. And that's what I was talking about earlier with that pre-capture. So I'm excited to see how much better I can get at trying to time it. And I know I could probably just hold the shutter down and just rip through photos. This is only shooting 8 frames a second, which is plenty. But I'm sure the difference between this and 15 and 30 frames is just astronomically better and easier to get the shot that you want. One of these days, I'll get there, but it's all about progress. It's all about just being consistent, being good with it, and then saving money and getting the things that you want when you can. If you're able to do it, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so within reason, you know, buy the things that you want to buy that make sense. I've been shopping used on a lot of gear. As I mentioned earlier, it definitely saves you money. You get the same gear, might be lightly used or open box. It gives you the ability to maybe buy another lens or just save money towards other bills and still get the devices that you want. So it's been great. This guy's sitting in the shade. I need to turn my ISO up. Nope, there he goes. He's back up in the sun. Alright, a lot of them are in the magnolia tree now. So word's gotten out. Breakfast is served. Tell your friends. Your family. We got you. You don't have to hunt for food during the wintertime. We'll feed you. I hear the crow. Where you at? Okay, so this is what I mean when they all come back after I go inside. Look at all of them. I'm going to show you the one position that I'll be in when I shoot from a lower angle. What's up, sweet girl? Come on in. Come on in. Good girl. You gonna chill here with me while I try to shoot some photos? You don't need to go out there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're such a sweet girl. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Some good kissing. Look at my hands. Oh, I love that dog. Alright. I gotta use my screen on the back here. So this is what I was talking about, laying inside, shooting some photos, staying a little bit warm. All right, they're slowly coming back. Good girl. Come on in. And go lay down. I am pretty stoked that you can do that. I just learned you can use my watch to zoom in, zoom out, start and stop my phone camera. Let's go! It doesn't bring the birds back, though. They're still being a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, it is a different change of scenery here. The time has passed. It's about 3 o'clock. I was editing this video and realized I didn't really film anything to end it. It just kind of abruptly ended with me shooting photos from inside my house laying on the ground. And throughout the day, I was walking around and I saw a really cool crow or raven. I still can't determine based on how big they are yet, but it was sitting up in this palm tree of my neighbors, and I thought it was a really cool texture, cool photo of it sitting up there. It was scratching and chewing at its paw or its talons. The chickens have large talons. Sorry about that. And it had a really cool, I think it's a eye cover for water or something. I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments. I know I could probably search it, but I want to have a discussion with my followers and people who watch these videos. But one of the photos, you'll see its eyes almost blue. I thought it was really cool. So hopefully you liked this video and liked the photos that I took. Over time, I get better and better. It's just been really fun. It's nice to spend the weekend just hanging out in the backyard, shooting photos of some birds, watching them fly around, and I don't know, it's tranquil. Got the pool going, the waterfall, some chirping. So thanks again for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, put the comments, let's chat, and I'll see you in the next one.